Yes, we've discontinued them for a bit, but we're back now with another chess war, and we're taking a look at superfluous bishops against Mr. Halimmansour. So we see this clever type of move, knight e2, aiming to go maybe for a closed or an open Sicilian. This is called the Keres variation of the Sicilian. And here we go into a dragon setup, a Marocci bind. e6 and the dragon is usually bad because of these ideas. It seems white did not go for these ideas. Getting a knight to d6 would have been very strong. Knight e5 is a bit questionable because you're never attacking c4, so you have to retreat. And this kind of pawn sack, d5 is a very good reaction, but is there not f6 here? f6 was played, and he lost the piece. Okay. Is there some tactic? Maybe, yeah, if he moves the bishop here, the tactic becomes possible. Oh, the tactic is possible now. He can. Oh no. Now you move the knight, and then the tactic is possible. You know the tactic I'm talking about? Just taking everything on d4 and knight e2 check, picking up the piece. Okay. So what do we have here? Mr. Mansour is going down quite a bit on time. We're looking from superfluous bishop's perspective. We'll switch to Mr. Mansour's perspective after 3 games. It's a chess war, so first to 7. If you don't know, now you know. I feel like a US congressman, huh? A senator. Okay. So, knight f3. Seems like it shouldn't work, right? We have to remember black is down a piece. But he has quite some activity, like this bishop... Whoops. This bishop kind of compensates. I love when you right click in streams. Like when I right click, it shows U block origin. When the chess bros right click, it shows what is it? Ad block. They have ad block. U block origin is probably the only way to go, to be honest. There is a section on Lichess about ads. You should read if you want to get educated about the topic. Yeah. So queen c4, nice move, trying to trade queens. And if black refuses, some knight g5 might come. Oh, queen d6 hanging the queen, ouch. Okay. First game to Mr. Mansour. Let's see the rematch. What's going to happen in the rematch? So the rematch. We see the Owens defense. Knight c3, yes. An early knight c6. This should be well met by d5. Bishop e3. Okay, this is transposing into a kind of modernish setup. Yes, I quite like what white is doing, mostly because I play this basically as white. f5 so early on. I don't know about the wisdom of not taking f5. This should still be quite good. No, this is quite good for white, of course. Yeah, the pawn you don't care about. You just play h5 here. h5 or bishop h6 first. h5 should be decent. Yeah, this d4 pawn is irrelevant. It's a central pawn, of course, but it's irrelevant to the position. I wouldn't say irrelevant, but like there are more important things, right? At least for now. Yes, so I did not. Okay. Was just checking out a few things. Okay, everything seems a-okay. So what happened? What did we miss? So c5 is a nice reaction by black, just aiming to get more central control, perhaps pushing through d5 later on. Takes, yes, you want to open up this file. Rook h2 is probably questionable. I would just take on g7 and then go from there. Maybe take on g7 and or e5 immediately. E5 immediately might be strong here. It's an open question. Okay, rook h2 I don't quite like. We're at this position, huh? Yeah, if you can remove this knight from d4, white is doing extremely well, exceedingly well. I wonder about taking on d5. No, that's met by queen takes, and you don't have bishop c4 or anything like that. Yeah. White is spending way too much time here. He really needs to move. This is not good time usage by white. Okay, so white moves his king to b1. That seems a bit too slow. Yeah. Now white didn't sacrifice anything to get this position. We have to remember that. So he sacrificed a pawn, but like nothing so crucial, so important, right? So yeah. I would say white has a reasonable edge. Okay, maybe things aren't so clear after rook f8. After rook f8, you're trading a pair of rooks. Bishop c4, huh? Ah! Losing a piece. Sorry, I meant c4. Yeah, he couldn't maintain the c5 tension for so long, but he had to. Why is he not capturing the piece? Took him quite a bit to capture the piece. Yeah, this should be an easy win now. Okay, there isn't even a mate threat, but in this position I'd play a3 and just, yeah, nice reaction by white. I'd just play a3 and ask questions later. Now the conversion, how does the conversion look like? What should we play? Rook f7. Yeah, I don't care about giving him the queens, right? Yeah, you shouldn't. And if anything takes on g4, we always have these ideas on the... Yeah. Okay, the problem here... Now he can take on g4, no? I mean, not really. Oh. Ouch. What did white do? He blundered the full rook. You can just take on g1 and then take f7, no? Am I missing anything? Take f7 immediately. Yeah, that works. No, that doesn't. You gave back the rook. What's happening here? Why didn't he take the rook with check, then take on f7? Was I missing anything? Anyway, this is what happened. In this position, probably queen f4 check. Okay, but let's look at the time scramble. Okay, knight d4 check should have been played, but all of this is fine. Whoa, IGH, that's excellent news. So when are we going to finally do the stream? Okay, superfluous bishops is being quite slow. Nah, but he's activated his speed now. Okay, just as I say that, he's not activated. Okay. Nice game. That's excellent news, IGH. Also, what's up, IGH? And Bob Kingman, leadrods.com. Moderators? Leadrods.com, oh my god, .org, of course. Aha, the Dutch, nice. So, yeah, are they looking for moderators? Did I just pronounce it draughts? It's pronounced drafts. I guess some dialects they pronounce it draughts. Yeah. So this is quite a normalish position in the Dutch. Of course, the tried and true method is fianchettoing against the Dutch. It's very annoying to play against. But bishop d3, 3 setups aren't so bad. After knight d5, you should of course meet it with knight a6, yes. And now take with the rook. And you can play e5 safely. Yes, and black, I wouldn't say quite an edge yet, but black is doing quite fine in this position. Queen b3, yeah, it aims to do these kind of ideas, but really I don't like these kinds of moves. Queen b3. They feel too well. I wouldn't, not quite like. Too simplistic, I guess. We could say, yeah, too simplistic. A harsher term came to mind, but of course it's not applicable. Oh wow, e4 I believe is a terrible move. You never want to play e4 because you critically weaken this diagonal. You want to maintain, also you weaken this square. So the knight, it can't through here, but can't through this square. Yeah, trading into an endgame is even worse. Actually, no. Yeah, a5 now, and this endgame is quite fine. Yes, a5, sacrifice the pawn, then bring the rook here. Whoa. He's still going for the... Nah. Going for... Okay, I'm actually convinced by this plan. Why are you bored, IJH? Yeah, I can see this plan bearing some fruit. Not much, but I would much have preferred just controlling the b file. This move. I like this reaction. Ooh, f3, f4, wow. These guys are playing really professional chess. Nice. Very interesting. Okay, let's see how this pans out. Probably rook... no. You can't... No. This was wrong. You have to check here. And then this is murderous. And here he should have taken with this rook. Yeah, okay. So some mistakes happened here. Okay, now do it. Now you have to check. Check, king f2, check. Looks quite good. Then you come back with the bishop. So rook g4 check, king f2. Rook g2 check, king e3, bishop d5. Should be quite good for black. Yeah, you're threatening h2, you have rook a2, rook takes a3, check ideas. The pawns are quite well protected. Okay, now I'm not sure whether rook a2 or rook g4, which is best. I feel you, IJH. Yeah, ooh, wow, that king is getting feisty. Rook... No, not rook a4. Rook a4... Okay, actually rook a4 might not be so bad. Knight f5 check, you just go to g6. Be careful not to go to h5. Yeah, so... Okay, this is questionable what Mr. Mansour is doing. Yeah, the knight will get picked up if he's not careful. Yeah, actually he's losing a piece now. Yeah, because the knight and rook and king are so connected to each other. Yeah, he loses a piece after rook b4 check. He had to accept that. Yeah, so let's see how this will pan out. Yeah, with this time the advantage as well. Bishop c6 is quite nice. Be careful of the a pawn, of the h pawn. He is quite careful. This should be quite an easy victory. Yeah, probably Mansour should go for the... We need to play bug, of course, IJH, but you know, I'm so conflicted about playing bug because okay, hate is a strong word, but I really dislike playing on chess.com. Just their policies and their interface, and the overall feel like chess.com is the first site I played chess on. Well, okay, maybe there were some other sites before, but yeah, it's basically the primary site. It was my primary site for like 3 years. Okay, so 2-1 for superfluous bishops, nice. And we got a Sicilian. Yeah, but oh, a Mora. Okay, okay. Now I am happy. Yeah, but the policies chess.com have taken, like the things they do, uh, the how to put it, like this is a line if you know my games against. Okay, this is an incorrect line, but I have to be careful of this idea. So black goes king h8 and plays f5. Yeah, king g2 is the correct move. King h8 preparing f5. If you guys remember, I've played this game against Mr. Mansour. Yeah, and I went for knight d5 then, yes. These guys know, they're basically discussing this line. So here, knight takes e7, was it? And now bishop g5 should work, right? Oh! What are they doing? Isn't that how I ended up losing against Mr. Mansour? And he played like queen h4 here, or it was something very similar. Rigar Roskapov, thank you, but I'm not playing, so I think your cheering on is misdirected for now. But thank you for cheering me on. Okay, so what's going to happen here? Well, what's the material count? 7 pawns against 3. Wow, black is up 4 pawns, but he's down what? He's only down the 2 minor pieces. Yeah, so this is favorable for black. Okay, but the 2 minor pieces are extremely strong in this position. Like something like queen g3, knight g4, rook h1, very dangerous. King h1 I very much dislike. Like, why are you going king h1? You want to use the g file? Seems very strange to me. Okay, is taking on e4 not an option? Okay. Yeah, so now it's this queen is doing well to control c8. Yeah. Yeah, IJH, I got a message there. Okay, so what would white best do here? Probably just take. Yeah, just take and play king g3 maybe? Keeping queens on. If you can get away with that. Yeah, there are no checking squares here actually. They're covered by the bishops. Wow, boy do I love this bishop pair. Like, I love the bishop pair in general. But in this particular case, wow. Ooh, he picks up the rook. Wow. That's a nice spot by Mansour. Yeah. Apparently, queen d7 he wasn't getting away with. Hello, Smash Time Fools. What's up? What's smooth spelled backward? Stoom? Stoom. That's a palindrome. Today is some significant semi-palindromic day. Ooh. Oh, wait. Rook f8 isn't available, so he can safely go to e1. No? Yeah, bishop e1. Okay, what white needs to do is stop spending so much time. Hello, Mr. Rakul Superk. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Your username, at least. Yeah, he's going to get in now. Yeah, okay. White should just resign, because with this time deficit, he's not getting out of this. Crepuscular spelled. backwards, yes. Yeah, it's not a palindrome. That's right. It's an anagram. Moots is an anagram of Stoom. That's an interesting assertion. The more great the person is, the more names they have. Okay, we got some mainline Najdorf theory. The poisoned pawn with queen b6. Wow. I like inserting h6 in the poisoned pawn lines, but it seems Mr. Superfluous Bishops wants to play another line. This line here should play b5 at some point. Knight c6 is correct. Is it correct in this particular position? Yeah, this should be quite bad for black actually, because knight e4 takes on d6 is coming and queen takes g7 is coming. So black did something wrong here. Maybe knight c6 might have been mistimed. Maybe against this particular queen g3 you have to go knight d7 to be able to meet e5 with taking twice. Okay, I'm not like a big expert on the poisoned pawn Najdorf, but at least I know these ideas. Caesar was named Fishy Vishy. That's news to me. Okay, so 4 pawns. Actually, this isn't so bad for black if you can get like this bishop d7, a4 in. Huh, not bad. Interesting. Okay, but with these rooks here and these pawns being here, like, okay, already white is threatening taking here because of the pin. So, oh, no, but because the bishop covers c2, you can't take here because there's no perpetual. Because checking king c1, queen c3 check, bishop c2. Doesn't seem like there's perpetual here. So how does black do something? Maybe bishop a6 is a really clever move to escape with a draw. Because bishop a6, if bishop takes a6, you have this drawing mechanism. Yeah, bishop a6, you have the drawing mechanism. And like, what is white to do? Black is threatening bishop takes d3 check. Nice, he finds bishop a6. IJH, you're getting smashed over here. Come on, smash him back. Yes, I don't... Let's try to think. Does anyone see a way out of this? Oh, that was an obvious way out. Wait, no, is it? It is, right? Yeah, yeah, this is... How did I miss queen d5? Like, okay, I spoke about the idea earlier, but I didn't see it in connection with connecting the rooks and in connection with connecting the rooks. That's a funny statement. And protecting the bishop. Interesting. Yeah, this is resignable, of course, because queen d7 is mate in 1. Yeah, that's why it's resignable. Bye, IJH. See you some other time. We got the check. With d takes c5. So not a proper check. Yeah, here, just knight g4 and white is basically lost. Because his only move is bishop e3, and then you takes, you have the bishop pair, white can't castle neither king side nor queen side, so this is winning. So black missed his opportunity, and now this is a relatively equal position, maybe slightly better for white. He might want knight g4 now, you just meet with rook e2. Yeah, just rook e2, nothing happening. Knight d4 is a questionable positional decision. Actually, there might be some argument here to play rook d2. That might be possible. But why bother? Just this, yes. And you're preparing c3 now. I don't know how quickly I would have played knight d5 though, but yeah, it seems reasonable. Oh, that was missed. Ouch. Now h3 you lose a pawn, right? Or even more than a pawn. It looks like. Yeah, that's why my intuition told me play h3 first before knight d5. That's why I was questioning the decision of playing knight d5 first. Oh, SP, you're in the chat as well. Nice. What's up, SP? Be the change you want to see. So this is how SP entered the chat, with words of wisdom. Classic SP. Okay, wow, I'm looking at some bishop takes h6 stuff, but yeah, that never works. So that was a bit sad how this transpired, because okay, black missed one opportunity in the opening, but yeah, knight e7 check. Taking on, whoa, what's that? Taking on c8 and playing bishop a2, not bishop d5. Yeah, 5 was coming anyway, but with bishop a2, that's even worse. Smash wants a fishy emote. Yeah, exactly. That's why SP said be the change you want to see. Okay, this shouldn't work, right? SP, I wanted to ask you the same thing. Nice. He takes on. I was expecting queen h5, which would be well met by queen f4, but queen d6 forks e5 and h6. SP, I was about to ask you the same thing. What's that Reddit thing with the bomb cloud? Was there like a team battle? Wait, this gets mated. This gets mated in one. What the? What just happened here? Black was completely winning, or at worst a draw. What? Okay, the match is tied now. We need to switch over to Halimmansour's perspective. SP, this is called a chess war. It's a concept I've come up with. The name is borrowed from a friend. Basically, in blitz wars, it's first to 7, draws included, and it's played between people who are like 200 points or less farther away from each other in terms of rating. And yeah, it's just like a fun, challenging experience. There are some upsets that happen, of course. It's only 200 points in the end. And yeah, it's fun. I would like to see more people signing up for these wars. And maybe even more streamers streaming with such wars. Yes, it's a chess war. The worst kind of war. The superlative. Superlative worst, yeah. Okay, so king b1 now, avoiding bishop f4, which you can maybe meet with bishop b4 or bishop e1. I like playing bishop e1 with the Karuka. Okay, so now c4, yes. c5, bishop c3, and a6. c5, bishop c3, I'm just reciting theory for now. Yeah, so now d5 is completely incorrect. Yeah, so the theory there goes bishop c3 takes, knight takes d4, threatening knight b5, so black plays knight a6, and then white can play such ideas as g4. I lost a really stupid game in this line as white today, where I was completely dominating, but I missed something. That's funny, SP. Yeah, that sounds like something a certain other president would say, huh? By the way, SP, happy Brexit Day. Can't believe I said that. Ugh. I'm delving into too much politics for this stream. Like, I don't think I've even talked politics ever on stream. Uh, Ooh, bishop e5, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, just wins an exchange. And after knight takes e5, you're threatening to win the second exchange with knight takes f7. What? 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 Or did he view this position as being like impossible to create chaos and... But still, like, did he view this position as being possible to create chaos and... What, black is just down an entire queen. What? Wow, that's right. Crepuscular. Should I call you crepuscular or crepuscular backward? Fate joining the stream. Yes. White. 4. Nice. Feisty. Do you still like white now, Fate, after one f4? Because I do. What's up, Fate? Fate and SP in the chat. Nice. Yeah, Raluk Superk. Also quite easy to pronounce, no? It's okay. How can you insult the polar bear like that? It's an extinct animal. Oh my god. Talking politics again. Okay, I'll just say this one thing, okay? The fact that global warming is made to be a political issue is stupid. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, so I'm playing this polar bear system in 1f4. You play d3, c3, knight a3, and try to go for e4. And of course you fianchetto your bishop. But white is fianchettoing his bishop, but playing it like in a reverse Leningrad Dutch style. But I quite like black, of course. Black picked up a pawn, or two pawns, and he has the more active king, more active rooks. Yes, crepuscular is a great word, SP. But the question is, are crepuscular animals also great? Also, am I pronouncing it correctly? Crepuscular. Might it be crepuscular? Crepuscular. No, I don't think that's correct. Crepuscular sounds more correct. More correct, I mean, sounds correct. Bishop d3. Yeah, okay, this seemingly gains a tempo, but I would just prefer bishop g6 and knight f6. Like, the only possible problem for black is this knight is on the map. Yeah, so after rook d1, which is a useful move white wanted to play, you have to probably go for bishop g6, which seems like wasting a move for black. Cats are crepuscular. Yeah, yeah. For a biologist, I can't name many crepuscular nodes. Crepuscular animals. Okay, here. Yeah, just go bishop b6, no reason to give up, yeah. Bishop a7, yeah. I'm usually so scared of playing these bishop a7 moves because if your king were on b8, it would be like unlufting your king, if you get what I mean. So, if your king were on b8 and your bishop on a7 and your bishop like let's say on b6, you have this luft square on a7 because you've played a6. But when your bishop goes to a7, you've denied yourself of the square, so it's like you're kind of undeveloping in a sense. The unlufting. Yeah, that's actually wow. I've like written down this pattern in my old chess notes, like playing bishop a7. When someone plays bishop a7, bishop h7, bishop h2, bishop a2, I immediately think in my mind there might be back rank issues now, or back rank issues have resurfaced. But I've never thought of naming it unlufting. That's nice. I just came up with this now. See, that's why it's so cool to teach, or rather to discuss sometimes, not even teach. Just like sometimes things you've done for a while, they just start lighting up at some point when you're discussing them. Okay. Hinlegen? German for put down. Okay. Yeah, rook takes d4 wins now. Rook takes d4, bishop takes, rook takes. Rook d6, come on. Play rook d4, man. Play rook d4. Yeah, the rook at the end is hanging. That's why it's working. And even if it weren't, like... Oh wait, black isn't up anything. Yeah, so that's why he was afraid. I thought black was up a rook or something. Bishop a8! Oh my god! What's bishop a8? Bishop a8 is like one of those computer moves. But it clearly doesn't work in this case. Things are lufted again. Nice to luft you. Wait, what? That's so funny. Yeah, the bishop on a8. That would be like not even 960 because white is on a different side of the board. Okay, Mr. Mansour should get this one. He's promoting and cleaning up all rooks. Nice, 5-3. Yeah, this match was at 3-3, so Mr. Mansour made quite the comeback. If Mr. Mansour picks up this game, we will switch to Superfluous Bishop's perspective. Flagging chances. Yeah, well, Mr. Mansour has been quite slow. He's been quite slow. I've played him over the board, by the way, and he's extremely fast. So, just online, things are a bit diff. Alright, so again this line in the Caro-Kann. This time with kingside castling. Yes. Okay, so g4 will come. The theory here is not g4 immediately because that's a clear pawn in this case because f5 is available. c4 is possible if you want to play an endgame, and you can play bishop e3 to avoid the endgame. Just trying to remember whether or not knight e5 is a move here. Well, we can open up the opening explorer, no? I can do it immediately from here. And the opening explorer, c4 goes into... Yeah, knight e5 is the main move. But bishop e3 is a bit superior. That's what I remember. I've looked at this line a bit. Myself, I played just bishop e3 automatically in this position. But it's nice to consider your options. Yeah, this is the endgame. I've had this position once, and I've played bishop e1 against an 1700 rated opponent. But, of course, bishop e3 is superior. What I was afraid of was this f4, f5. Whoops, that went too far. f4, f5, and after I move the bishop, knight takes f2 would fork these two pieces. So yeah. d5. Yeah. What I feel between these two players is that even in endgames, like, they like to keep the oomph up. Like, I don't see any stayed variations, any... Yeah, okay, you double, you clear one... My apologies. You clear one pair of rooks. And rook d8 wouldn't be possible because of takes, and even if takes weren't available, you have these rook b ideas with pressure. There was rook e5 instead of rook d... Oh! Oh, wow, we all missed that, all three of us. The players and the stupid commentator. Wow. Yeah, rook d1 was so automatic. Rook e5, wow, that would have picked up the piece. Nice forks, SP. You're a forking genius, SP. Pun intended. Okay, so this endgame with the king march, I don't know. Okay, white's like progression on the king side, on the queen side should be quite good. Maybe faster. I would much prefer white here, actually. I was starting to somehow prefer black, but these queenside pawns aren't to my liking. Reported. Yes, to the Twitch police. Like, some partners are getting banned from Twitch for random reasons. How about me? They would ban me a billion times. Yeah. Ooh, yes, and you get king c4 in, and the king and pawn endgame is winning. Yes. Knight d6 was a huge blunder. Yeah, now both of these pawns are getting... Yeah, you take now. You simply take. Trade all of these pieces, take this, and it's completely winning. And this h5 pawn is useless. Yeah, so we're looking at 6-3 this game, obviously. So let's switch back to Superfluous Bishop's perspective to see if he can make this deficit up. Yeah, this is an easy win now, of course. Superfluous Bishops is just playing out of inertia. Okay, not the best technique. Like, you could have had two queens, so you get one. That's quite the apt emoticon, Fate. quite a good emoticon for this circumstance, right? Ah, the Mora. If Superfluous Bishops gets this game with the Mora, I'm going to be extremely happy. But somehow I doubt Mr. Mansour is going to go for that queen sacrifice line. Bishop sacrifice line. Queen sacrifice line in the Mora, wow. e5 immediately. Okay, he's going out of book in a kind of cute way, but of course it's not good. You just, yeah. Yeah, what he's doing, I think he's going to regret this. Maybe bishop f6 now or something. I don't. This isn't working for white. Yeah, just play normally. I don't know what knight b5 exclamation mark. Yeah, of course SP. You don't see how it's lost for white. That's fair, but I mean, when you look at it from white's perspective, like how is white going to continue playing on? That's the real question. Okay, knight e4. Like if knight takes, of course this would be lost. Actually, it wouldn't even be lost. That's what's funny about this. Did you guys see that line? Like knight takes e4, queen takes e4, f5, queen takes c6, e4. It would be worse, but it wouldn't be lost. Of course, black has no need to do any of that, so he plays knight d4. Oh, ouch. Wait, why am I saying ouch? Yeah, he didn't lose anything. It seemed like he did for a moment. What white should have done is bishop takes c7, obviously. Ah, that's surprising, SP, because you're what's it called? The Svechnikov player yourself, like the Svechnikov system against the Mora. So it's strange you considered this position to be quite better for white. No, of course this is just a clear extra pawn. Well, two in this case. White has no prospects to improve his position or to attack, for that matter. Like even in blitz, it's incredibly difficult. Like let's say me, someone who's rated 2400 in blitz, against a 2100 in blitz, I would have great difficulties. I would probably lose this as white. The Mora is it's an acceptable opening, but within certain limits. You can't like you're playing this precise gambit. You can't just sacrifice everything. Okay, that's true. Yeah, you stopped playing that line. Yeah, that's true. It's great I was able to help you out with that line. I've been playing it and having good results as well. Not many people know the correct theory as well. Rather, almost no one except Berg, right, Fate? Berg knows what's up in that line. I think you quite know what I'm talking about, Fate. Yeah. So, but you used to play the Svech, so it's not like you don't have any experience in that. And you switched to e4, e5. That's quite interesting, SP. What made you make the switch? Is it Jan's recent course on Chess 24? Yeah, I can feel that sentiment, Fate. Like all of this theory and all of these hours, and black has so many ways to just get by in the position. Like if I wonder sometimes if I spent all that time on the dragons and the Nidors. Yeah, I get that sentiment. But still, the Mora lives on in my heart. I still play it. The good thing is that it's probably a draw with perfect play. The King's Gambit, some really tough lines I've worked out to basically what amounts to a draw. But I don't think the King's Gambit is a draw. Yeah, and sadly this game, it was a close match, 3-3. And at some point even superfluous bishops might have been leading, but Mr. Mansour really picked off 3 wins in a row, and this is looking like the 4th. You're just bored and decided to pick up e4, e5. Okay. That's like, I was just bored and decided to pick up mechanical engineering. But for a guy who's decided to pick up programming SP, you cannot be faulted. Well, with the amounts of OCD I have SP, I don't feel staleness. I'm a guy who listens to the same song for like 15 hours on repeat, and sometimes for like 2 weeks on repeat. So don't experience much staleness. Kind of a resistance to boredom. Well, within certain limits, of course. Sometimes I'm really ADHD. Yeah. Wait, how bad you were at 1d4? Are you playing e4, e5 as white, you mean? Or as black? I didn't get that. Yeah, so the match is over. As I said, it was a really close match. At some point, maybe even superfluous bishops had it. But what? What's going on here? Why is superfluous bishops playing at 2500 from the UK? What's going on? Is this a jab at Brexit, SP? It's a jab at Brexit. I don't know how that's irrelevant. Okay, we'll keep superfluous bishops TV open as we discuss things. I see. d4, knight f6. Yeah, but how do you follow it up? Like it can transpose to a million and one openings. How are you following up d4, d5? King's Indian defense. Oh my god. SP. You used to play d4, d5 and you switched to the King's Indian defense? Wow, man. It's like your first lollipop. I wanted to mix it up. Yeah, I'm making this kind of like opening survey. Yeah, these ideas are never quite great. You just go king h8. Okay, but he's a 2500. Who are we to judge? I'm making this kind of like a test that tells you what openings you should play, and one of the like personality characteristics is whether you like style cohesion. So what do I mean by style cohesion? It means that do you like playing as black something that's really aggressive, but as white you play something that's very timid, or vice versa. Vice versa. Again, am I pronouncing that correctly? Yeah. So someone who plays e4, e5. What was not bishop takes e5? Okay. He could have played queen d4. No, why did he take here? I guess that's acceptable. Yeah, so someone who plays these two openings, e4, e5, and the King's Indian defense, yeah, no style cohesion. It means you don't care about style cohesion at all. I myself, I would have said I probably like style cohesion, but not so much, to be honest. Because I play the check Benoni as black, and it's a very positional and like closed opening, and with white I'm playing the Mora and the King's Gambit, so not much style cohesion there. Okay, so the match has ended, and got some things to do, so the stream I will close off now. Fate seems to be opening up in a different discussion. Let's see. Maybe I'll stay for a bit. Yes, of course. I feel with chess engines, even the weaker players like the 2200s and the top players, like a real style is starting to be missed. But clearly people have preferences. Like, I'm not going to play d4 d5. I'm not going to play the QGD anytime soon. That's one thing. The same kind of psychology to them. What do you exactly mean by the same kind of psychology? Okay, so this position should be completely winning for white, to be honest. Black has like no hope. Yeah, that's one way to go about it, forcing g6. Yes, yes. Yeah, Lila would like completely go crazy here and just annihilate black. Yeah, this seems extremely bad for black. What happened in this position? So some weird French. No, don't take on f5, play knight g4. Why are you trading pieces? You're the one who has the space advantage. You had such boring openings. Yeah, SP. Okay, Fate, that's quite a thorny discussion. Yeah, I'm not going to delve too deeply here because I could stay for hours here discussing this topic. But yeah, you're quite right. Like things we consider as like a style, it's kind of, my perspective at least, like engines have made a real styles start to go away. And yeah, maybe it's about preferences in terms of position types, or even specific positions, like not even like you don't consider I wouldn't say I'm a positional player. Let's say I'm a very aggressive player. I play the KG and the Mora, but the position type of the Czech Benoni somehow speaks to me, even though it's quite positional. So maybe, yeah. Okay, anyway, some other time, guys. Halimmansour is in the chat. Hello, SB. I'm saying SP. It's something pretentious. The person in the chat room and a close friend. Okay, guys. So gonna stop the stream now. Cheers. Who should I raid? Fade, do you have any idea who I should raid?